Alright, meet my foot. Oh, more people want to see it. Okay, here you go. Usually I charge for that. There you go. Welcome to another Granvir Campaign stream. I am the developer of the game, and I'm going to do a playthrough of the campaign here and show off all this new stuff that came out in the most recent update. So this is a roguelite mech builder, and as you can see, I'm this little guy bopping around, stabbing these guys up with my rocket spear that I got from the previous run I did. When you complete a run, or really when you finish a run, whether or not you succeed or fail, you can carry over a part into your next one, and I chose this rocket spear. It's a fun choice because it's got the extra range that a lot of melee weapons don't have. So you don't have to rely on some big gun that needs a lot of ammo to have a ranged option. So it's going to make me pretty strong here in the beginning, but it's going to ramp up where I am looking for gear that's probably stronger than what I've got right now, which is just kind of a no upgrades basic weapon. So I'm just going to bop through this first level as fast as I can. If we were playing for real, we would actually have a you get to do a little rest area right before this where we've got some time that we can spend on all the upgrades. I just skipped that part. It's not as exciting as me chucking a rocket spear in the face of this mech and that tiny little truck. So if I could get 2 seconds to not be under constant attack, that would be awesome. So just recently, the latest update for the game came out, or the demo, I should say, which has added a whole bunch of new stuff. I've got the patch notes opened up on my other monitor, and I'm just gonna read through them as I encounter some of the new stuff, so I can kind of point it out and have something to talk to other than whatever random thing I happen to be doing that is incredibly mundane. Let's see. I'm just doing some looting right now. The general idea is we come into this level, we need to get all the gear that we can and get out so we can use it between levels to upgrade our build and be ready for the next level, which is going to have stronger enemies that we need to make it through. Uh-oh. Ooh, I like that. Let's see. I'm going to be a little cheeky here. Oh, looks like I'm getting bombarded from one of those missile trucks. One of the new features in the most recent update is a little missile truck that likes to hide away in those outposts. And they will start bombarding me once one of their allies spots me. Ooh, long range. There we go. Let's get these guys nice and stepped on. The rocket spear is definitely a powerful carryover weapon here. Definitely not regretting my choice. Oh geez. I'm clearing this place out, which, you know, isn't really, I don't need to do. I've filled up my inventory, so there's not much left to do. Oh boy. But as you can see on that top of the screen there's those 3 little stars. That's my threat level. And more bad things happen the higher my threat level gets. It's capped really low at the beginning of a campaign, but it's going to go up to 5 stars as we go on. So I've already hit all of the penalties. I'm getting bombarded. I'm getting people coming after me from across the map. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, I don't think I want any of that. Oh, you know what I can do though? I can one hand the spear and grab one of these items to hold in one hand. Let's see. Yeah, just take the weapon crate. I don't really need a weapon since I've got this incredibly versatile throwable melee weapon, but we'll see what we get. In worst case scenario, we just sell it and make some extra credits. Or scrap it, I should say. Alright. So here's the end of the level. I could have came over here anytime, but I just want to get as much stuff as I can to fill up my inventory and set myself up for the next round. But as you saw, like going to that last area there, I already filled up my stuff. There wasn't really that much for me to replace out of what I already liked. So it's kind of a bust, but you still get credits from killing some stuff. So if you've got the durability to spare, it can be a good idea even if you're not going to get the loot. I'm going to take the legs. I started in my first rest area, which you can see what this is like now. Getting a reactor from the shop. It's just a nice part to upgrade immediately. All your starting parts are worse than pretty much anything else you could find, so upgrades are good. Let's see what we got here. A torso. I've got these legs with some extra modifiers that are going to be better than these guys. A new reactor, which I think is, yeah, a different archetype in mine. That's the fast cooling reactor. I like that shoulder cannon. That's going to be useful for versatility, and I don't really need that. I'd like to two-hand the spear. Okay. We're going to modify. Let's put on some new legs. They look exactly the same. Put on this new torso. And I think that's really all we got in terms of components. So we've got 9 hours to spare. We spent 3 modifying. It's different in certain regions. And we don't really need ammo, so we don't have to worry about the munitions vendor. But we do want to start saving up to unlock the broker, which is going to let us visit shops for no hour cost. So let's see. I need 20k, but I also need some reputation with the marketplace. The easiest, or only way to get that is to take out and pay loans, which I did at the very beginning to get my finances rolling. So do that, and sadly not be able to click on it. That's disappointing. Oh, because I don't have 20k, of course. Duh. So let's see what I can scrap to get up to 20k. I don't want to scrap that. I do want to scrap that. And get rid of these guys. Okay, cool. And we've got access to the broker on round 2. Can't do any better than that, literally. So now I can go to the weapons vendor. It doesn't cost me anything. Makes it easier to sell scrap. Can't sell parts unless it's at the black market. And we've got 6 hours left to spend. We built up a lot of threat level. I'm going to lay low, get it fully reset, even though it's not really that high. It's somewhere between 450 and 150, but let's just get that back down to 0. And we've got 3 hours left. I'm going to do a tune-up, I think, just to stay nice and strong for the next mission. These are just temporary bonuses that last only for a single mission, but it can be pretty worth it. I'm going to take this with me because I'd like to use it if I find a torso with a shoulder mount port, but I can't use it right now. So I'm just going to carry it to the next level. If I find something better, I'll take that. This is the region map. I'm trying to get up here. This is where the final mission is. I'm just going to like bounce between all these little regions to get there. And this is a storm that moves across the map. Great for melee combat because it reduces visibility ranges and detection times. But, you know, we got to catch up with it. On average, it'll end up at the finale around the same time we do, but there's some randomness built into that. Oh, let me adjust my grip on this so I'm two-handing it for more damage before I get bombed. Excellent. All right. Poke, poke. One of the new features in the latest update is a little improvement to the camera. It now doesn't clip through stuff, which is nice. So I can walk up to cliffs and trees or whatever, and I don't have to see the disgusting insides of whatever I'm keeping inside of these things. It's a secret now, you'll never know. Like, what's inside of those? You wish it was corn. It's a mysterious orange fluid. I legally can't tell you what it is. Alright, loving the rocket spear. We're at a good break point early on in the game where these mechs are kind of weak, where we can kind of just one-shot a lot of them. Bop. But these guys are going to get stronger, and we're going to see some new variants as part of the most recent update. Mostly geared towards the mid and high level. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It's okay, though. It just comes right back. I'm turned around just in time to see this guy. That would have been annoying. But I'm probably going to try and replace as many parts as I can. So it's really not that big of a deal if they get some damage on me, because I'm going to, you know, replace my torso. I don't need, who cares that I lost all of its armor? I wasn't using it. All right, there we go. Stepped on these guys. Oh, here comes some more. These are one of the new enemies added in the most recent update, which was a focus on enemy variety specifically. They're just these little infantry fighting vehicles. Nothing to worry about. They do a little bit more damage than the spider bots, if you've seen those before. But they're just equally steppable. I wanted to make an enemy that was more threatening to range than it was to melee. I don't know if it's more threatening to range, but melee enemies, melee builds have to close the gap to deal some damage, unless you're using a rocket spear like I am, and I'm not a melee build in the first place. But get this inferior spear out of here. There we go. I could dual wield, but it's okay. I'll take the extra damage on this one. So, what was I saying? Distracted by the loot. The vehicles can pretty much get stepped on, and they instantly get destroyed. A lot of melee weapons will also do enough damage to hit them if they have a low attack. But the quickest way to kill them, if you're already there, is to step on them, which is kind of what melee was already doing for a lot of enemies. And they're a little bit more durable if you actually want to shoot them. So they're kind of ammo sponges, bullet sponges. I don't know if I want to say that. They consume more ammo for the actual threat they offer, which makes them a bit more of a problem for ranged builds than melee builds. I'm not really worried about increasing the overall difficulty of the game. The higher it gets, the more cool stuff I get to add to make the player more powerful. So hopefully these enemies can make it a little bit more hard in a way that feels fair. Alright, nothing crazy. I really want some legs, and I don't think I'm getting lucky, but there's 3 component crates to help me out there. I did go to a farmlands, which has a lower loot level compared to the light industry that I started in. But let's just keep moving here, and we'll knock out another rest. See if we can catch the storm. Okay, what do we got in the crates? First thing I like to do is open up the crates. Some arms. Arms aren't bad because they make our melee weapons better. They don't have any big effect on ranged weapons that you hold in your hand right now, but super nice for melee. Eventually we'll probably pick up a ranged weapon. I don't think we'll be able to fully rely on the spear. It does a lot of damage from really far away, but it doesn't do nearly as much compared to the stab when you're up close. I think that's going to do like 50% more. It's going to do like 75% damage, but you can just do it non-stop. You don't have to wait for it to come back. I look good in turquoise. Alright. Let's see. I got new legs. No, I didn't get any legs. I got a new torso. Let's do a little comparison here on the side. Okay, no mods on that one, so this torso is definitely better. And I don't think I can get shoulder mounts on this guy, so let's just do some of this. Oh, this one has a shoulder mount. Oh, that's great. Cool. Alright, I've got a shoulder mount. Visit the component vendor for free. And they just keep trying to sell me these legs. I don't want them. Let's see, what do I got? Homesteaders, speed boost lightweight. Mine are kind of better than that. All tier 1 loot. We should be hitting tier 2 loot pretty soon. I did get another reactor. I don't really care though, because I started with a tier 1 reactor instead of the tier 0, in quotes, starting reactor. Where is... Okay, I can go to a resistance hub, so I'm not going to worry about buying ammo for my shoulder gun. I'm just going to carry it around with me for now. I'm going to lay low again, keep the threat level down. And let's just keep providing aid. This is a faction that you can kind of schmooze by doing specific actions in missions and here in rest areas for their theme. And they'll offer stuff like repairs that cost no credits, or they cost credits but not time, and you can hire them for some extra time. Let's see. Okay, well that's all my hours. Do I have loans? Oh god, do I have loans? I do have loans. No. No. Okay, I was so destructive. I collected every bounty that possibly could have been collected in the first area, and I paid it off. I hope. Storm's getting away from us. maybe we'll catch up. Alright, I'm going to be aggressive and go for another light industry. Higher loot level. And this weapon is bonkers, so I'm sure it'll catch up with me at some point. I hope it does. It'll be more entertaining. Alright. What do we got going on here? Oh, those are some nice legs. Tier 1 legs with a sprint and a dash. It's a little side objective over there. I'm going to ignore it just to keep moving. Oh, looks like I've got this on the same weapon group. Let's put that on 3. Cool. Let's see. Do some spear sniping. Catch. Vehicles in their natural habitat. They travel in packs. Oh geez. My aim is bad. Got him. Like I said, I think these guys are less threatening than an actual mech, so I'm going to focus on taking out the mechs. But I do want to dodge that first attack. They've actually got 2 cannons. They've got that little rocket pod mounted to their turret. But they've also got the actual main gun on the turret. That does a bit more damage. So they've kind of got like a strong opening salvo. And then they're just kind of weaker after that. There we go. I've done this level a million times and it always like weirds me out how deep the actual loot into it is. I always want to see stuff right after I go through that checkpoint. Oh, I don't think so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The singularity is approaching. I've been living high on the one-shots from the rocket spear. My time is over. Oh gosh. The younger, sexier robots are taking over. I'm an old man trapped in his ways. And my reactor is insufficient to keep up with my poor heat management skills. But I didn't even notice this. I got a tier 2 reactor in here, so we're making good pace through the loot levels. Ooh, another better shoulder gun. Okay. Good. I didn't even need to fire this thing once, and I've already got an upgrade for it. What do you want from me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Moving through the level really quick is nice, because there's that escalation thing you can just see in the upper right corner that just pipped up. That's going to, impact, like, what types of enemies we find and their overall strength up to a limit, and how many enemies are on the map. So that goes up with time and mission. So it's, you don't have to like speed run or anything. It's not going to get you that much because most of the increases come between levels, not time. But good to keep moving and keep that number low so our challenges can be easily overcome. So another one of the new enemies is this guy doing these long-range bombardments on me. The missile truck here. He will almost always spawn in these outposts or checkpoints. But he has a short vision range himself and relies on other Granvirs to spot you. But when they do, he can fire a really long range and kind of just sneak some damage in on you from far away. I don't really intend for him to deal a lot of damage, just to kind of like mix up your movement patterns. It takes forever for his shots to get there, and that's okay. Just to kind of add a more engaging enemy that isn't necessarily super punishing. They usually spawn here, but not every single time. So it's just something to like kind of amp up the threat around outposts without actually just like making some giant giga turret that just blasts you into the next life. Alright, there we go. They didn't stand a chance. We're liking freeing up my last hand slot here for the extra piece of loot. Serving me well. Alrighty, what do we got? Ooh, that's a nice arm, specifically for some upgrades it can get. You can put a little pile bunker in the wrist. A new torso. That's good just because it's tier 2. We'd have to leave our shoulder cannon behind, and this is the one that has jump jets on it. So let's just take it for the jump jets because it's going to be sick. Now, unfortunately, I did leave behind some legs that would have made me look normal. So we're going to look like this instead. Sorry. Okay. What's in the crate? What's in the box? Another reactor already have? Oh, that's great. I love when that happens. Should be able to combine them to make a tier 3 reactor. No, that's not happening. We're not doing that. Don't get your hopes up. But let me not forget to install my reactor like I do every other time I get a reactor. Okay. 9 hours left. I always end up with more hours than I feel like I need whenever I come to light industry, so I'm just going to knock out the lay low right away. Honestly, we found really good loot. These legs are top tier, and you'll see why once we get into the mission. This is a hint. And we've also got these guys, which is hilarious. Let's make sure I have everything in the right groups. There we go. Okay. 6 hours left. I might as well look at the weapons vendor. How's it going, weapons vendor? I can go to the black market for cheaper. I could do that just to sell all this garbage. That might be a good idea. I already laid low, though. I should have done that after I laid low, but we're not thinking with portals. Oh, okay, no, I'm glad I came. Because now I can get this gyroscopic stabilizer, which is just a kind of a module you can plug into your torso. That is going to give me some extra... Yeah, this feels good. This feels really good. Give me some extra speed. I'd actually like to replace this with like a cooling block to make my heat management a little bit more effective, but take what we can get. And I still got 3 hours left. Let's resupply. I mean, I don't need ammo. I don't use it at all. Let's just take the medium ammo in case we find some sick medium weapon that we want to switch to in the next round. And we'll do the diversion, I think. That's going to clamp the threat level back down to 3 for the next mission, so we can be super aggressive. And we're going to dive right into the danger and go to this light industry that has an ace. I think I've done like non-stop light industry. This feels... I'm neglecting our beautiful national forests for the industrial capacity of the wasteland of the Detroit region. And this is why I was excited about these legs. These are one of the newer leg archetypes. It's just like a continuous boost. It uses a crap ton of our heat, but it's worth it. I hope. We won't be able to do it for very long. But I don't think we're going to be a particularly heat-intensive build. Because I'm just going to be chucking this spear and praying in one-shot stuff. Okay, what do we got over there? Let's go over there. I just got to grab the pod. These are like little POIs off in the distance. They point us towards some more interesting stuff to go check out. Usually there's one on a loot capsule and one on a enemy encampment. I really like this color scheme. I need to save it. Don't let me forget. Not that you can remind me. And let's waste all our heat for evil. Because I'm impatient. This is a little checkpoint. Sometimes you can have objectives to take these out and get some extra credits. Not today. Alright, another one down, and it looks like I'm getting bombarded. See how far they can fire? Oh. But they can just do that on me whenever I'm spotted. And it looks like these are the guys that saw me. I love a good long melee weapon. Oh. There's an enemy that I'm grateful to have the rocket spear on. They can be very devastating. It's one of the first like upgraded enemies you usually encounter. They've got a nice big rifle and a more evasive like movement pattern. I'm just gonna cower. Don't mind me. That was kind of cool. And if you don't really have a lot of mobility, they can be hard to chase down, especially for melee builds. You kind of just have to like know your limit in terms of what you can do as a melee build. Okay, here we are coming into an inflection point in our build. Oops, get back in there. Where I can start one-handing this guy and taking on a ranged weapon that's actually capable of doing something. This is a tier 1 pistol. I think one of the stronger ones. Not that there's a lot. I think there's 2 or 3 other ones. There's 3. But you don't, you know, there's like survivability, right, to prevent yourself from taking damage, but that's not the most important thing a lot of the time. The more damage you deal, the less you have to survive. Because everything's dead. So... Oh, I didn't even get to do the fun thing that I... Okay, we're gonna cheese this guy. With that. We'll see if it's capable. Let's just try not to die. How about that? What do you want from me? Catch. I'm sure he'll get here eventually. This is probably his little backup. Yep. Oh, this one's scary. Not to be trifled with. Alright, that didn't take too much of my heat. There we go. Alright, what did he drop? The aces drop like one of their parts, basically. That's usually a lot higher level. Well, don't mind if I do. And in this case, it's his pistol, which is excellent for us. Because this is a tier 3 pistol. Pew, pew. Alright, we are in great shape. Dang. This is what I get for going to all the light industry instead of helping out those innocent farmers in their home territory. Alright. I'm just gonna go check out the stuff over here because I'm really strong and the consequences will be low. Playing on hard, by the way. There's 2 difficulties right now. Normal and hard. I recommend starting on normal so you can kind of learn the rules. Kind of what you want to do and what's kind of there to help you out just in case things go bad. Poke. Okay. He's blasting over there. Oh look, an upgraded version of the legs I already have. Why not? Oh jeez. Taking hits. And my heat is really high because I'm dashing around all willy-nilly. Alright, let's get this guy taken care of. The bombardments that come from the sky will kind of be respectful, I should say. And not hit you while you're looting, but these guys, they have no morals. They're absolute scum. Let's see. Ooh, upgraded arm. We are killing it. And I can just leave these weapons behind. I don't really care. This is the fastest late game build I'm ever going to hit. Let's see if there was something over here. That's a combo that should be illegal. There we go. That was funny. I'm not removing it. One of the things to keep in mind when you're dual wielding like this is that there's a lot of things that have like impacts and cause reactions on your mech. So like when I throw the spear, it comes back and I catch it. My torso kind of jerks. My other arm only adjusts its aim, you know, so fast. So, you know, when you're dual wielding, you want to think about that spacing on your weapons. And a lot of the time, it kind of means there's going to be a bit of a loss of DPS if you don't have like perfectly synchronized weapons. So, you know, keep that in mind. You're not going to do exactly double damage. You're still going to do a lot more damage, but just something to think about. Wow, a tier 3 reactor. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Let's put these new legs on. Let's put this new arm on. Okay. What do we got in here? Another arm and a new torso. A tier 3 torso. Well, pretty much everything but our leg in one of our arms is already tier 3, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm going to say that's pretty awesome. So, we are in a really good spot right now. Let's lay low again. What do we got in the marketplace? And really, we're just seeing all this nice loot because we're in a region that spawned an ace. So it's more dangerous. You got to deal with the ace, so you get better stuff. I'm going to buy better, more ammo, I guess. I'll just stay on top of it. This guy's pistols in general, because they can be one-handed and have such a high damage potential, they have a lot more ammo hungriness than your typical weapon, but you can dual wield them and blow things up really quick. So something to think about. I got some ventral guns in this torso. I don't think I'm going to really spec into using them, even though I'm disgustingly wealthy. Just to, you know, I don't want to worry about it. They kind of fire automatically. They're not bad, but I just don't need to invest anything in them. And wow, there's another one of these in the premium salvage. These items are typically kind of behind the curve, but I don't, oh, it's a pretty base level one. It's not nearly as good as the one I've got, which has triple ammo efficiency. One of my favorite perks. Okay. And I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you like what you see, you can download the demo on Steam and do all the same stuff I'm doing. Just updated recently, so tons of fun new stuff to do, like those new enemies that I was showing off earlier. Man, I don't know what to do. Let's just scrap stuff and make money. And because I got the broker, we can sell all this stuff for nothing. You know what? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, no, my durability's good. I swapped all my parts, of course. Panicking. I've had a recent streak of completely forgetting what I was supposed to be doing and pretending like I had 8 more hours than I actually have. Let's hit up the forest. I think. No, wait. Threat level. Whichever one has higher threat level. I just want to collect as much bounty as I can, because we're going to hit the part enhancer, which got some changes this update. And I want to make this rocket spear a lot stronger. And the part enhancer is going to be the place we do that. Alrighty. Ooh, there's one of the new enemies. It's kind of like a Berserker style double sword wielder. He's not going to be able to do anything to me. I am far too powerful for him. But thought it'd be a cool kind of improvement on the melee enemies that you normally see. Used to seeing the kind of double fist brawler, and now you've got this new archetype of a double sword. He's got some extra reach, a bit harder to abuse in that sense because of his weapons. And he's got some legs to kind of charge you down a lot faster than the other one could. So, as I said before, hopefully it adds some extra variety. No, thank you. Oh, and there's another one. He's got a hybrid, so he's just a sword and a pistol. So he'll try and close the gap basically entirely on you, unlike the other pistol enemy with his fist, so he can use the sword at the same time. Highly recommend if you strafe to his left, he'll have some more difficulty hitting his sword than if you go to the other side, because it's on the outside of his body. Oh my gosh, no I didn't. Tell me I didn't. Did I do the thing? Okay, good. I remembered to upgrade my reactor. I thought I was going insane. Alrighty. I am terrifyingly powerful right now. Sick. There is an upgrade on the legs I can get, and I'd like to get a torso that has some extra cooling. Right there is a tier 3 torso that can do that for me. So we're holding out, but I'll try and keep with this general archetype in case anyone's attached to it. I certainly am. This is the bane of all melee builds, that guy right there. He is agile and fast on the same legs as that sword guy. And here's that little side mission that I mentioned before. Just to take out all these little objectives and these little guys and these little guys. And we can just step on them. Oh, we got some stabs in on me. That'd be unfortunate if I vaporized my own spear, kind of throwing it through the explosion cloud. I could, but I'm not that mean. I didn't really find a lot of... I guess I found all these crates. I don't really want weapons, though. I want parts. I want to get a better pair of legs. Let's see. I think there's one more enemy variant that we haven't seen yet that's new, but he's not super special. He's just kind of got it's the regular rifle enemy, but he's also got ventral guns. So if you close that gap on him, he's going to provide a little bit of extra threat on top of... Okay, this is a use ammo situation. Oh, here's the little spider bots. The first small enemy. First thing to get crushed beneath my giant robot foot. Takes me back. Ooh, not good stuff. I think I'm just gonna get out of here. There's not really a lot left for me. I think there's a drop pod over there, probably, but it's alright. Pop. Okay. I'm salty about the reactor. Once you get a top tier reactor, it always feels bad to see another one. Or when you get the holy trinity of tier 2 reactors. Okay, another level down. We're getting pretty close, moving good pace here, probably because our starter weapon is so strong. Highly recommend like swapping up your starter weapon for your insanity. It can be easy to get kind of trapped in one, and there's a lot of different stuff that's supported, like giant claymores and giant lances that unfortunately I will be neglecting. If you want to see them, you can check them out in the demo on Steam. It's free. It gets updated. It's fun. I'm told. I wouldn't know. Never played it before in my life. Let's see. Didn't really expect to see anything there. This is what we want. We're instant buy. Instant buy. I can't even use it, but we're buying it. This is a shoulder module that's great for melee. It helps with cooling rate. We're going to snag that up and kind of just hold on to it. Our torso, as you can see, doesn't have shoulder ports. It's got guns instead, which is cool, but not what we want. Let's just smash that diversion. Why not? Scrap this fancy reactor. Scrap this nice lance. Scrap this giant claymore. Let's see. We don't have any debt because we're rich. Let's see. Unfortunately, it went the side that like just has a lot of vanilla regions. Oh, is this where the part enhancer was? Am I stupid? No, next round. All right, let's do some repairs. Stay on top of our durability here. 3 extra hours to do what? To do what? Scrap some more stuff. We didn't really have anything we wanted to buy. If we saw a torso in here with shoulder ports, we would have been all over that, invested our life savings in it, but we didn't. That's okay. Okay. This place has a part enhancer. Yeah, all the interesting regions are over there. What was I thinking? Which is going to let us upgrade this rocket spear to be a bit stronger. All right. Take out those guys right away. Okay. Someone's over there flipping cars in rage. Oh, he's zooming. Oh, his buddy's body was absorbing the shots. All right. Let's do some high-speed stepping. Oh, yeah. And they're gone. Should have been a giant robot. I don't know why you wanted to be a truck. In a world where you could be anything, you chose to be a truck. You can't be anything. You can be a giant robot or a truck. Those are the only two things in this world. Alright, I am hoping for a shoulder mount torso. What do we got? What do we got? Not what I wanted. Now I'm gonna cry. Alright. Extraction's over there. I'm pretty sure there's a fort over there. I think there's a fort over here too, actually. And this is probably our Mark supply pod, so... You know, we've got these sick booster legs, so we're gonna do some sick boosts and get over there. And hope we don't see any enemies while our heat levels are at maximum. Alright. Who do we have over here? Let's start poking at their towers. Because I'm disrespectful like that. Still got our pistol to hold our own. Nice combo. This is what I get for risking everything and starting with an incredibly powerful weapon. Oh my gosh. Well, if you didn't watch the last playthrough, which you can, anytime, it's up there. Should be the video right before this one. Got a green highlight on the mech. I had a very awful time. The opposite of the luck, I would say, that I'm having right now. And I needed a weapon because I had no ammo. And I went with this sick giant laser axe. I'll show you real quick. And I had a lot of regrets. But I made it, you know? Until the finale, in which I died a terrible, awful, excruciating death at the hands of the final boss. And, you know, we learned a lesson. Manage your frickin' ammo. Alrighty. I need that torso so bad. I think I can win on these legs. The upgraded legs will have a little bit better heat efficiency on their dash. Well, I guess that's... I just monkey's pawed myself. I can't believe I did that. It doesn't have shoulder mounts, so, I mean... It's got cooling rate is the thing. It's a torso with extra cooling rate. What do these guys want from me? These little ones can't really hurt me. That's funny. No. Memes? No. I fight the urge to be entertaining versus actually get to another level. It's a balancing act. This is a torso you get for beating the final boss. It's got 4 arm mounts, which is really funny. Not really great for using actual arms, but when you're using the mounted cannons, it's twice as much gun as you can normally have, so there's not really much to complain about. Alright, let's get out of here. We've spent a long time in this level. I need to add more like arm-mounted utility parts to help justify these wacky torsos. There's another one that's got 6 mounts. Oh my gosh, I'm getting taunted. Alright, I have 2 plumes. I need shoulder mounts. Oh my gosh. That's also an incredible combination for what I have. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Component vendor, please. You're okay. Hold on, this guy. This guy. This is the one. He can be upgraded with shoulder mounts. Yes. This guy has shoulder mounts, but it's a stinky little tier 1 torso. Its durability stats basically aren't gonna be keeping up. Let's just see what they've got. Oh, there's no black market. This is canyons, not light industry. Okay. Sorry, there's zooming out there. I apologize. I live on a road that's like not fast. It's not like a fast road, but it's an empty road and it's very straight. So people go fast. See how loud they can make their car go. They're probably going like 15 miles an hour. They've just got a muffler that sounds like garbage. Okay. Okay. I'm just like poking around the menus. My eyes have glazed over. I need to improve these menus desperately. Desperately. Okay. Yes. That'll be funny. This has an extendo fist, which is fun. But we've got our trusty rocket spear, so we don't need to delve into that. But if for whatever reason I should run out of ammo, I will be tossing this thing to the side. Okay. Oh, this is also the part enhancer. Okay, we need to upgrade this and get at least one shoulder port going. Cool. Okay, the part enhancer. I need to do this for my weapon. I gotta stay on top of this. Okay, I want... Oh, it doesn't have upgrades for my melee weapon. I need to fix that. That's on me. Waste of an hour. I don't think there's anything else I can do with it. Let's just get a speed boost on these legs because I think we're stuck with them. So we're faster when we're not doing anything. Help balance out the loss of our gyro stabilizer and our extra heatsink. Okay, we are looking pretty strong here. The light industry sprint has benefited us greatly. Okay, second to last level before the finale. Let's see what we can do. I say this is a fast run. This is probably just going to be a run that takes about as long as every other run ever takes. So, no. Oh, I messed up. I left the other Berserker Plume. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be a one-wing angel instead of a two-winged angel. I'm going to get sued. I'm not legally distinct enough now. It's over for me. I'm going to save the galaxy and be buried in legal fees. Let's see. Bop. So this guy not only gives us some extra passive cooling, but if we hit a really high heat level, it'll give us even more temporary super cooling and then go on cooldown for a minute. I really like these Berserker guys. They're kind of scary. Just like sprinting at me with their knives. There are knives. I could actually make them sprint at me with knives. That looks like a listening post. I'm not really interested. If you do the listening post, it lets you do something else inside of regions. It lets you adjust what items you find in the drop pods. So late game, when you don't have a lot of levels left, it's just not offering a lot of benefit for you. So I tend to skip it. I don't have to be as careful with my heat usage right now because I've got this plume and I've still got this charge you can see down here. So if I go super high on heat, basically, I can just, the plume will activate, get me back down to low heat, and I'll be back into the combat. Oh, that was a bad throw. Make up for that with ammo. What a nice combo. Alright. Squish, 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 squish. Let's see. Catch. Forgot to turn on low stab mode before I started stabbing. Oh, whoa, he got me good there. There we go. Won't have to deal with that again. Ooh, sword arm. Sword arm online. No. Let's see. What are we doing over here? 2 more enemies and a nice supply pod. That's what I want to see. Okay, I did not want to do that. That was foolish of me. Oh, activated the plume now. The plume was activated earlier and I didn't even notice. Thank you, Post. You saved me. I'll never forget your contribution you made to the war effort. You're going to go down a hero. Ooh, there's our unmarked supply pod. Always nice to see that. I think if I went the other side, there's like a fort I can go through. I might double back. I might switch to that lightning strike. So this is the reactor with higher cooling rate. Because I'm doing these crazy dashes, I won't be able to dash for as long. Oh, you can't trick me into switching legs. You can trick me into... yeah, there we go. Selling them in the future. You know, just more cooling rate is more heat over time. Capacity is nice for enemies that are, you know, more durable and faster than you, and you have to invest a lot of heat up front to catch them, and you don't want to have no heat when you do catch them. But cooling rate can be good, and I've got that tier 3 heat sink in my back anyway. That's going to make sure I don't have an abysmally low heat capacity, because this is only at 150, so it should be a pretty effective combo. I'll be slipping and sliding around. I just need to make sure I give myself those moments to breathe. Ooh, bad accuracy. The spear comes back faster though if you are not as far away. This is a giant gun lance. I love this weapon, but I did a playthrough with it recently, so we'll leave it behind. You can go check that one out too on the YouTube channel if you want. That was I can't remember if I won on that one, but oh, I shouldn't find out. Ooh, component crate. It could end up being something. I don't know. I don't think I need weapons. I've got tier 3 on both weapons. I'd love to find another rocket spear that has some modifiers, because this one's unmodified, but take what we can get. Alrighty. We are out of here. Open up these crates. We've been blessed by the ultimate torso combination. That's crazy. This is the upgraded version of what we've already got, with a shoulder slot and this little jetpack on the back that's going to reduce the cost of dashing. So this is definitely making it up for me after that last round that I did, where the loot did not smile on me. I was reduced to using a desperate melee weapon in the final moments. Okay, what do we got here? I think I want to put this on over what I've got. This just gives me some extra durability, is all. Excuse me if you heard that. That was my tummy rumbling. Even giant robots get hungry sometimes. I think this will just make us lighter weight overall too. Okay, what do we got in the marketplace? Ah, we're not getting lucky. Okay, I really wanted to find a second module here, but not today, it would seem. Oh no, that's good. This is a great pistol at the end. You know, I'm loaded. Let's grab it. Let's inject some variety into this run. I could pick up this guy too, which would be fun. Just to have a big, massive missile pod on my other shoulder. I'm not doing anything with that shoulder slot, so... oh, I'm poor now. Never mind. Okay. Alright, we will take this. This is a kind of a shotgun pistol. We'll rely on our spear for long range, which doesn't really make any sense, but it's a rocket spear. I promise it'll work. And you can make it shoot horizontally or vertically. So you can hit multiple enemies far away, or you have to get kind of close to hit one enemy by shooting vertically. And since enemies have a taller hitbox than wider hitbox, you'll usually want to use vertical. In my expert opinion, I can say that. Okay. I think we just want to stay topped up. Let's just repair. We've got tons of ammo. Let's do a tune-up for the last mission, so we'll be in tip-top shape. Alright, let's get in there. This is the finale mission. We've got a package we need to deliver to the center of the enemy base, and then we will go on to fight our final boss. If we make it that far, I shouldn't be presumptuous. I only do it 90% of the time I play this game, because I play it a lot. And if I don't like how something works, I change it so it's easy for me. I don't do that. That's messed up. Alright, I'm just going to pass up on the loot. There's no point. I already triggered the cooldown on my Berserker Plume. I need to be a little bit less aggressive on this. Thankfully, that's a lot of melee enemies, and I can just dance around them. I unbound jump. Let's fix that so I don't make that mistake when I actually need to do it. Berserker Plume is about halfway. I've got a moment in which I know I'm going to want to use it, so try not to proc its cooldown. You don't really have control over not using it, so... Alrighty. Stupid trucks. You can't stop me. I'm a speed demon right now. Oh, and I forgot to save my color loadout. I think I can do it at the end of this run. Oh, I accidentally procced. Dang it. Alright, hopefully no one's chasing me over the bridge. I'm going to take out a bunch of these guys, I think. Just so that I don't have to deal with them when I go and plant the package and deal with all the other enemies. Oh man, they are hitting me from far away. But I think I know where they are. That is satisfying to just crush a million of those guys at light speed. I am not throwing the spear very well. Probably because it's not going straight. That's my fault. Alright, meet my foot. Oh, more people want to see it. Okay, here you go. Usually I charge for that. There you go. Let's see. Whoa, they are bombarding me. Alright, let's take these guys out. I've had enough of your incessant bombardments. You are not touching me with that giant sword, sir. Keep that to yourself. I'm not used to the giant red circles. I've seen so many small ones this run. I don't even know what they mean. Alright. Working my way through this part. I forgot to go plant the package. That's okay. I got caught up in the action. Get crushed. Get crushed. Alright, Berserker Plume is off cooldown. I can be way more aggressive than I normally am. And there's my penalty for hitting threat level 5. Ooh, I did not like that hit. My legs are almost taking a vital. So we're going to play a little bit safe. But still go crazy. Ooh, almost got some friendly fire on that one. Thankfully, I think I actually, thankfully, it's a little bit less interesting, but my escalation is only 24, so I don't think it's spawning the deadliest of enemies because I've been making such good pace through this mission here. Alright, heat level's low. Let's step on these guys here. Oh my gosh, I would not want to be that guy. Stepped on and skewered. Brutal. I'm out of here. Any aces you don't kill actually drop here. So, important thing to keep in mind. But I was nice and aggressive and I took out one of the aces, so we're going to be good. Alright, we just got to get out of here before the non-stop orbital bombardments begin. So, let's go. Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed the beginning of it. Look at that nice crater. Isn't it a beaut? Alright. These are those non-stop orbital bombardments I mentioned. They don't really like that we just blew up their entire base, so we're gonna leave. I'm baiting him with my extreme speed. He thinks I can keep doing that, but I won't. Which is kind of funny. Alright, we're out of here. Let's do a final boss. Okay. I actually took a lot of damage. And I think I lost this vital. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my movement power. That's actually gonna... That's gonna stink. Okay. 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 I think we can do this. I think repairing armor is going to be more efficient since I've got more of that. But let's just do both. Okay. As is tradition, I'd like to die during the final boss on purpose, you know, so you can not feel very intimidated. So, you know, prepare for that. I would never die intentionally or unintentionally. I'm in complete control over everything that happens. Okay. Kind of an early trigger on the Berserker Plume I'm not really happy about. There's those upgraded enemies I was mentioning. If I go close to him, his ventral guns will start blasting on me, so he's not just a indirect fire to be afraid of. His shield is really cleaning up my... I don't think so. Oh, shield is up all the time now. If you hit him with melee weapon in his shield during phase 1 and 2, it'll actually take the shield down for a longer period of time, which is super useful if you are a melee build, but you do have to watch out for the stomp still. He will hit you with that. Okay, shield is down for good. If you're going melee, highly recommend not closing the gap until he starts a reload, because he's gonna do the stomp. He's gonna throw you away like that, and you don't want to get stuck. Oh jeez. Oh, there we go. You don't want to get stuck in the stomp. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. I thought I was dead. I actually thought I was dead. I panicked. Panicked, and we won. Alright, that is the Granvir campaign. There are tons of different parts you didn't get to see, and tons of special missions that I completely dodged and did all the most boring missions. And if you want to do it yourself, you can play the demo on Steam. Highly recommend it. And join the Discord. Let me know what you think. It's actively being developed, and I want to make it as cool as it can be. So if you have fun, let me know.